Peace to the guys, salute to the sneakerheads. My name is Magik. Welcome to Kicking It with Magik, the show where sneakers meet stories. This isn't about the latest drops or the rarest pairs, it's about the people behind the kicks. Every sneaker has a story, every collector has a journey, and that's what we're gonna cover on the show. From the sneakers that made them fall in love with the game, to the ones they copped last week, we're gonna talk about it all on Kicking It with Magik. Let's get into it. Today I'm kicking it with a good fella. Even though we just met, he's been nothing but helpful and helped me to launch and structure this show. Described as a creative, unique wave starter with impeccable taste, it's my honor to welcome Carl, aka Sneakerking 215, to the show. What's going on? All right, so this is a sneaker show. First things first, what did you wear today?
Something light. Travis Scott's. Me and my man, we call him the milks, the strawberry milks.
Strawberry milks.
But the little pink pack that just came out. Something light, nothing crazy.
All right, so first part of the show, we get into you. You know what I mean? So tell me, who are you and what do you do?
I'm me. I said this before. People that seen other things, but I'm me. I'm Carl. So, I like anything that's fashion. So, I try to put on for the city as much as I can. Philly is I love where I'm from, but I hate where I'm from. But at the same token, I'm Germantown, bro. Like this is what we do uptown, and anything that involves fashion, sneakers, I just do this. I always tell people this too. When it comes to that name, Sneakerking, I didn't just come out of nowhere and just take that name. Like a lot of people just dubbed me that.
Was it self-proclaimed or somebody called you that?
Nah, it was just a dub. Like, all right, I've been to the first sneaker cons here, and then I met you at the first one that was here. Mm-hmm. I usually go to New York and stuff like that, and people just, I always get shown so much love, and they always sit up here and be like, yo, the Sneaker King is here, this and that thing. I'm like, bro, that's a bit much. Like, I'm a humble dude, like, slow it down, but then it just caught on, and then, you even got the young boys, like a lot of people out there. I want to shout y'all out right now, but y'all know who y'all are, and for y'all been my backbone for a little while now, so. I want to thank everybody for that and actually recognizing, as much as I've been in the game, how they've been like, everybody sit up here and says like, oh, bro, you got this, you got this, you got this, you got this, especially when it's a drop. Everybody like, bro, I know you got them. Like, yeah, I did. And did you buck up on too? Because that's one thing too. If I do come up with another pair, I always like look out for the team. Like, you need this, here, I got you. So, here, just take it for retail or whatever the case may be.
So you've been in the sneaker game for a while. So what was the first pair that meant something to you?
To be honest with you, my very first, I think it's my Air Max Penny Ones. That's the game, because I'm a basketball player too. A lot of people around Philadelphia know me for that as well. I'm old now, 43. But at the same token, if it wasn't for basketball, I don't think my fashion sense would have been as high. But the Nike Air Max Penny Ones. Like, you remember Penny had a bunch of sneakers before, the Max Penny Ones came out. He had the Flights, he had the, the
rookies, yeah.
He had the rookies and whatnot. But when the Air Max Penny Ones came out, bro, I just had to. And it was just from there, it was just like a penny thing. Like, I don't get me wrong, greatest of all time is Mike. But at the same token, when you see like an upstart, like when Penny first came into the league, he was a monster. Like, it was ridiculous.
So who influenced your sneakers? Who influenced your love for sneakers growing up?
To be honest, basically the street guys, the dope boys.
We all got that story.
So we wasn't allowed to, because back in the day, we grew up in the golden age. I don't care what anybody says. We grew up in the golden age, bro.
That's a fact.
Going outside, drinking from the hose. Stop running in and out, all this, that, and the third. But you go up on the corners, like I said, you go up on I'm from Germantown. You go up on the Ave, you see everybody out there, and they wearing some hot, whatever. And you got the cars with the BBSs out there. Like,
you feeling me yet, man? Got the gold BBSs on this motherfucker,
bro. If I was a female, I'm anything that glitters and gold is like, my eyes are stuck on that, and you get to see what they wearing, and they had the fly ass jackets on and big ass gold chains, and then you see like the Atonics and basically when you saw it was like, bro, it was fresh and they had the Kangols on, and I'm like, damn, like, you know, we looking like young boys with the cross colors and all that, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And then I saw my actual first pair of the Nike Air Raids. I saw somebody up on the corner with them, and it
one
was
of my
just
favorite
like,
shoes of all time.
crazy, bro.
Do you remember the first pair you caught with your own money?
Yeah, I do. Getting caught up in the streets. All right, so this is a story. I'm from Germantown, so up around, I want to say around Glenside area, they had a store called Demers. So mind you, I told y'all that, you know, Penny was my guy. He came out with the foams, and the foams then were $180. That was extremely high for a sneaker back
First
then.
sneaker at that price ever.
So, bro, like, my mom told me, I went in there, you know, my mom was trying to, I mean, up and coming nurse. And she was trying to make a better life for, you know, all of us and whatever. And then she sat up there and said, like, listen, walked in there, she said, all right, how much are they? Because they had my size. This wasn't an era where you walked in and, you know, as soon as the sneaker dropped, it was gone. No, it was like right there for you. Went in there, I said, yo, I need these. My mom looked at me, she said, how much are they? $180. $180. This is, mind you, this woman did not ever pay a crazy amount of money for sneakers. Bro, she looked at me and said, bro, you can be walking around with holes in your drawers and all this shit. I'm not getting them. So, of course, you know what I mean, my older brother and, you know, me trying to figure things out. I sat up there and I finally got him, or whatever the case may be. First run, and you know, I hooped in him. I did all that stuff in him. I mean, like, that was a sneaker for me. That was my first one.
What was the pair that you think made you consider yourself a sneakerhead?
Jordan 3s.
Okay, which
Probably,
ones? The Black Cements?
Black Cements.
Black Cements. Classic joints.
Yeah, always. That in itself, cop from City Blue up in Cheltenham, I had to. Like, it was, I went so far that, cause you know, we were alive, but you know, when it came out, there was 88 or 89. I wasn't worried about no sneakers then. So I copped the second with the Jumpman on the back. I went so far in, I dug in so far, that I actually found a pair in 2000, I want to say 4. I went back and got an original pair. They were pristine. I wore them to college, bro, and they broke up on me. I still have them now. I could actually, you know, because I have literally, when it comes to every time a Cement 3 comes out, I have to get it. So it doesn't matter what it is, it's the same sneaker. Like, bro, I have at least 6 pairs now, and I got a homie that wants to restore them. And we actually had a conversation. He said, you know what, bro, just leave them like they are and put them in a glass case because you've got so many. So what's the point?
That's definitely a story to tell whenever somebody see those sitting in your collection.
And shout out to him too, because he know if you when he does watch this, he's gonna say, yo, we had this conversation, because he actually worked on my OG. I think it was they about to come back out, the Charles Barkley.
Which ones?
The Godzilla ones.
The Godzilla, yeah.
Yeah, they're about to come back out. He actually worked on them. He did a very good job of painting them and all that.
Yeah, and we're a little older. We didn't live through some eras. So, in your opinion, what's the best sneaker era? For me, it would be the 90s. That's why my first couple episodes of this show, I'm wearing all sneaks that came out in the 90s, that I believe the 90s is the best era of kicks. But what about you?
I'm going to be honest. The golden era was then. But I want to say right before Kanye was about to drop his first sneaker, I think that was the era for me, because that's when everything started to really become something. Like art, for instance, I was actually supposed to go, because I'm one of my favorite sneakers of all time is a Nike SB. I love Nike SBs, no matter what. It doesn't matter if it comes out, it's pretty, it's clean, whatever it is, I'm going to get it. I'll jump through hoops to go get it. So when it comes to SBs, we all know about the riot that happened for the NYC Pigeons. I was actually supposed to be out there. But I did get my pair from there, bro. It was a crazy situation. I couldn't even get up there.
I've seen it plenty of times.
When that era hit about the NYC Pigeons, the Staples, I believe for basketball, for SBs, for Adidas, that's when the height of sneakers really started to take off. Like, people started to put their artistry onto sneakers now. That's when that's my favorite era, around. Oh, when did you say that? What was that? Because he dropped. I can't remember the exact year.
I want to say that's around like 2012 to 2015. That era, Somewhere around that
Somewhere
era.
around there. Somewhere, I think so. It might have been 05, 06, something like that. I'm not sure.
All right, so speaking of hoops, jump through to get sneakers. What's the craziest mission you ever went on to get a pair of sneakers?
It's been many nights, bro. It have been many nights. My mom has actually came through my crib. Like I remember when my daughter was first born, and for the Air Mags. So for the Air Mags, everybody know I had them. For the Air Mags, it was my daughter was just born, and Back to the Future is just it's just everything for me because I was such a young boy, and I remember getting on my mom's nerves. My mom came through the door. And she said, what's wrong with you? I'm sitting on the couch, I'm like, bro, they doing like a raffle. Well, not really a raffle. You gotta do like this auction thing to get the Air Mags. And she said, what? She was like, are you serious? You still want them damn sneakers? I said, Mom, have I ever had them? She was like, boy, you crazy. She's like, you really are crazy. So you sitting there pouting. Well, she's like, where's my grandbaby at? Upstairs. So she's like, listen, it can't be that deep. I was like, it is that deep. She's like, you want them that bad, we got the money for it. I was like, bro, I'm probably not gonna get them. And then she was like, listen, whatever you want, go ahead. Like, I got you on that tip too. Like, cause she knew, cause I remember when we saw the movie and you saw them lace up. And I kept telling her, I said, Mom, I want them. And throughout the whole movie, I said it there, and she said, yo, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna beat your ass and we're gonna leave this thing and you ain't gonna worry about no sneakers ever again. But my mom pulled up for that one, but that's one of the craziest ones. I don't even want to tell you the hoops I went through for.
You can tell me off screen.
The Red Octobers. The Red Octobers was a crazy one.
That was a crazy. So, what's your best sneaker related memory?
To be honest, I think yeah, probably that Christmas time. All right, so remember when the Christmas packs used to come out? Like the Kobe's, the KDs, and all that? I was waiting in line, and I was in the gallery, actually. I was going for my second pair of Kobe's, and there was a kid that really wanted them. And I had it at the time, and that was a good day. Like, I mean, the young boy, he really wanted them. So I said, bro, just get in front of me. And I was like number 2 in line. And I said, yo, you can get him now, or whatever the case may be. He actually was kind of short on the money. So I gave him, I think it was like $50, whatever the case may be. But he got his Kobe's. It was the Christmas ones with the, they look like the window of a church. I forget what they call it, but it's like
the stained glass windows.
Yeah, stained glass, yeah. And that would probably be my, just to look out for the kids.
All right, is there a shoe that you wanted as a kid that you couldn't get that you got as an adult?
Plenty. Plenty of them.
Which ones come to mind when I ask you that?
Probably Jordan 1s. There was another one too. There's so many, because my mom was not having some of that shit. Like the pennies she would go for. But I remember, bro, she like, yo, listen, we gotta eat too. I'm not sitting up here buying every sneaker that comes out. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was probably the Raptor. It was the Raptor 7s, bro. Because that's still a sneaker that every time when it comes back out, I'm going to get this one.
That Raptor 7 it leaves a bad taste in my mouth because I said this on the first episode. I was living in West Philly, and I was moving, and I'm like, I'm not taking all these sneakers with me. So I see your face. It was about 15 to 20 pair I just left in a lobby, and one of those was the Raptor 7s, and to this day I regret leaving. Like I never got another pair since, and I regret leaving those there because those are a great shoe to have, and I'm gonna get them back again. But
crazy.
Yeah, I really that's one of my sneaker regrets. But all right, that's the first part with my man Sneakerking 215. We go to commercial break. We'll be back with more.